Now, I do believe that we all love Japanese cuisine. If it's not sushi, then it's ramen. And if it's not ramen, then it's takoyaki. What's your poison? But some of the Japanese restaurants will have nothing typically Japanese to offer you. These places aren't necessarily hiding their Japanese origin, but they are also not really advertising it. I didn't even know some of those places were Japanese, okay? How is this happening? I don't know. Is it bad? Hell no. Some of those places are actually okay. But what places exactly? Let me show you. First of all, Saizeria. I cannot explain to you with human language what Saizeria was to me and to other foreign students when we first arrived in China. It's a Japanese chain of Italian cuisine. Yes, you heard that right. Saizeria was the only place where we could eat European carbs at affordable prices. And I mean pizza, pasta, bread, different cakes, all things that you could consider stereotypically Italian. Delicious and oily. This was my first time in Saizeria in like 4 years or so. It's definitely got more expensive, but it's still affordable. A whole dinner with dessert and free flow soft drinks for two was just 74 kwai, which is significantly less than what you would pay in any restaurant in the city center of Shanghai. But you have to bear in mind that this is a very loud place and the quality of food is not great, despite the overall appearance. I mean, imagine McDonald's for Italian food. That's Saizeria. So I definitely have some nostalgia for this place, but I cannot say that I miss the food exactly. Although there was a lot of cheese on top of the pizza. Okay, so for the next place we had to visit a Japanese mall. And believe me when I say, Shanghai has more than one. Anyway, Lalaport is home to many Japanese restaurants and stores, and one of them is Pom Prost. A place that I've never heard about before, but it stands out quite a bit between all the sushi and ramen places. It specializes in what they call, I kid you not, authentic Belgian pommes frites from Japan. I apologize for my French. I think French is one language that I will never learn in my life. I do not know where to start here. I do believe I had the best Belgian fries when I was on vacation in Krakow, ironically. Authentic Belgian pommes frites from Poland, I guess. So this time I decided to try their signature frozen yogurt, and it was so expensive. The prices of ice cream in Shanghai are crazy. It's not unusual to spend 30 or 40 kwai for a single scoop. So today I spent 32 kwai for a cup of Yangmei flavored frozen yogurt, just because it's the Yangmei season. They actually use real fruit, which is great, but they also dump a lot of sugar in there, which is not great. One thing that I've learned living in China for 7 years is that when they say plain yogurt or original flavor, it basically means with sugar. Nothing else but sugar's in there. But if you can ignore all that, then the flavor was good and the people were really nice, so recommend. Okay, next up, where would you buy your baked goods if not in an authentic French Japanese bakery? If your bakery is actually called a French bakery, then it's convincing no one. If you follow me on Instagram, then you've probably seen this one already because it's so conveniently placed right under my gym, so it's really easy to snack in there. And these guys have a lot of stuff for the tiny store that they are. Baguettes, brownies, buns, rolls. No sourdough, which saddens me, but croissants, as they should, I guess. And once again, prices were high. We're talking 20 kwai for a bun. For 20 kwai, you can get a bowl of noodles. To be fair, I'm from Poland. Hi. Baked goods are relatively cheap in Europe because we eat a lot of them. A typical breakfast there is some kind of pastry or a sandwich. But in China, anything baked is fancy, is artsy, is a celebration of carbs. A regular Chinese home doesn't even have an oven, so no wonder there. They have one thing that really betrays them, and it's a thing that I've only ever seen in Asia. And namely is that when you grab your baguettes and buns and whatnot, you don't grab them with your dirty Laowai hands. So what you do is you come up to this glass closet, put a sheet of baking paper on a tray, and you get a pair of tongs, and then you grab your things with the tongs, you put them on the tray, and you give all of that to the person at the cashier, and they discard the paper, disinfect the tray and the tongs, and pack everything in 3 layers of plastic. Yep. And then you're good. Would you look at that? This bag of 2 items cost me 35 kwai. So like a bowl of noodles and a plate of pot stickers. I wanted to get something really, truly abominable, something that you wouldn't be able to get at a French bakery for sure. So here's what they call a salt and red bean bread. Oh, I found the red bean. Bet you thought it was Nutella. Smells like butter. And nothing else. Mmm. Mmm. Holy, this is delicious. It's salty and sweet. I know that foreigners in general don't like red bean, but they really love it. Maybe that's a sign that I've been living in China for too long. The texture is really nice, the crunch. There's something crunchy in there, I think walnuts. They don't really warn you about the allergens. So if there were peanuts in there, I wouldn't die. I love peanuts, but somebody would probably. I wasn't planning on eating the whole thing, but I will. 20 kwai? I'll be back for more of this. Okay. Next up, I'm going to eat a panda, which is actually against the law. But here we go. It's a little panda butt. It bothers me a little bit that this thing doesn't have a face. Maybe it's better, be easier to eat it. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. It's delicious, delicious custard. Damn it, French Japanese bakery. Oh, if only it weren't so expensive. It's just so fluffy and creamy at the same time. There's more custard in the panda butt. This is really good. I'm positively amazed. Alright. I regret nothing. If today has taught me anything, is that we should all experiment with our foods. And multicultural fusions are an amazing thing, and we should cherish them. I will definitely do this again, because there are a lot of places that are secretly Japanese and you don't really expect it. Damn. Stay tuned.